Sometimes, sometimes you just need a hug. Sometimes you feel like you're going through a lot. Sometimes, a lot of times, you think and you believe you probably would be better off not living. You're not suicidal. You just are tired. Tired of suffering. Tired of living and it feeling like a punishment. Tired of trying so hard and still feeling like you're getting nowhere. Tired of really hurting and people not understanding and no one seeing you. Tired of wiping your own tears. Tired of not having nobody to go to. Nobody to be there. Used to it though, because it's always been like this. And you hope that it'll get better. You hope that it will change one day. Years later, you're an adult now. And your life still causes you to feel like you'll be better off dead or not alive. But you're not suicidal. You don't want to kill yourself. You're just tired. And it's too much. Sometimes, a lot of times, I feel, I guess they call it depression. They call it depression. Not feeling like you're better off not living. Not suicidal, just depression. How can you be depressed since a kid? How can you be depressed so long? How can you be depressed forever? How can you take the advice of doctors, psychiatrists, YouTubers, adults, God? You take everybody's advice, but you still feel hurt, and you even take your own advice. Of course you take your own advice. And you still feel like you're leading yourself to more pain or suffering. You feel like it's going to be okay one day. It has to be okay one day, right? Because it's so terrible. So you just think like, okay, it has to get better. And it probably gets a little better. But then that feeling comes back. As you feel, and you get triggered by something. And you feel the same way all over again. Like we didn't do anything. Like we didn't do any work thus far. Inner work, outer work. You feel like you were in the same place from when you were little. And you was wondering why me? Why do I have to be alive? Why does living feel like a punishment? Why did it feel like I'm in some sort of bondage from living, trying to survive? Why do I have to take care of myself? Why don't I have any parents? So many questions. What do I do? What do I don't do? So many people with opinions about you. So many people with opinions about me, but nobody even knows me. Nobody even dares to talk to me and try to get to know me and actually understand. Nobody. You feel alone. when you're with the people who say they love you most, you don't feel seen. You don't feel heard. To feel heard, it makes you feel like you're doing too much, like you're being too aggressive or something, like you're fighting them when you just want them to understand you, when you just want them to hear you. Flashbacks about old people in your life, past lovers, family members, people who just moved on with their life and forgot about you and left you behind. Flashbacks of them being there for you and you believing in it and you was feeling safe and you feel good. And then one day you were back alone. Not knowing what's wrong with you. What are you doing wrong? What are you doing right? Because you just want to be okay. You just want to feel better. Big dreams. You trying to reach your goals. You set out large goals for yourself, wonderful goals, because that is what will make you happy. But it's hard to try to continue on the path of your goals when you're constantly fighting all these inner battles. And you feel so alone. And you feel like it's nobody that can help or understand, or nobody that even wants to. And you even find yourself telling yourself that nobody loves you. But you know people love you, or you think they love you, but then you don't know, or you don't know what to believe. And you're so confused. So confused. And you try to let it all go. And you try to just focus on what you know. You try to be who you want to be. Rewrite your past. Grow from it all. Heal the pain. Feel the pain. Validate your feelings. Validate your emotions, and keep going. Don't be a burden on anyone or no one else. Don't burden yourself. Just keep trying to do well. And then I feel like I'm not the only person who feels like that. I feel like it has to be more people who struggle and go through life struggling. I guess you just can't tell who's struggling because we struggle so well. We struggle so well, you can't tell. It's like that person who's always cracking jokes or who's always being funny. And you know they're sad because they always make jokes. I was that person. And then I asked myself, like, why am I the funny person? I always read, like, the funny people are the saddest people. And I didn't know I was sad. I didn't know. I was so used to being who I was. I thought I was normal. I thought I was okay. You thought you were normal. You thought you were okay. You thought it was nothing wrong with you. But then you learned that it's everything wrong with you. And then at the same time, I'm trying to tell myself there's nothing wrong with me. I'm okay. I'm fine. I'm normal, but I'm not normal. What is normal? Who is normal? Is there a normal? Trying so hard to do everything you're trying to do. What to name the YouTube video? When to work on the YouTube videos? When will I get my big break? When will everything I'm doing work pay off? How much longer do I have to suffer? How much longer until I feel fulfilled? Truly, how much longer until I can really smile more than I have my whole life, having a terrible childhood? You never was happy. You never smiled. You never felt joy. You only felt sad. You only felt abandoned. You only felt hurt. You only felt scared. You only felt like everything that was happening to you was your fault. You never felt like anybody was there for you. People might have told you, but you didn't believe them because you weren't used to that. You didn't know what to trust. All you ever had was yourself. Now you're grown and you thought that as you got older, everything would be okay. that you would be okay, you would be fine, you would be happy, you had the life you want. And yeah, you have the life you want, you're fine, you're okay, but the depression, it never really went away. You just figured out how to manage it and how to get better. Doctors, they want to prescribe you antidepressants. You don't want to take that. You want natural teas, herbal teas only. You don't want everything scrambled. You try, and you feel like maybe it'll just be better if I die. Maybe I'll feel better. How could this be better? How could what I have now be better than the opposite of living? How?